more.
We don't know what the political climate's going to be like in the fall of 18. If it's a truly, hostile political
They're taking it from 25 to 3.
environment for Trump, no amount of map redrawing can probably undo that damage. There's even talk for Democrats now of trying to counter this in redistricting in some blue states as well. But bottom line, when Republicans look at that,
am I taking a pro-gerrymandering stance? No, I think this entire thing is a scam. I think it's very obvious that it's bad. Gerrymandering's bad. I think that it's bad. It's being done in bad faith. It's being done in bad faith to disenfranchise groups of people and make their votes count for less because you're diluting them across multiple different areas.
2018 and throw in those potential redraws in Ohio and Texas, the math does start to get potentially interesting.
Yeah, they're not going to because they won't benefit.
At some point, they'll just vote, Steve, and then we'll know the answer, right? It'll get to that point somewhere down the road.
Well, I don't know about that.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know about. So, do you think they're going to vote? I mean, guys, jeez. Oh, I don't know about that one. And so, yeah, this is how it works. What's this? I made an animation for Zach. Oh boy, miserable life. Oh, good.
It's April 20th, 1990, when you were 16.
That's not my birthday.
I never had kids, but I did have the Avengers. Same thing.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
All right.
The stakes have gotten a little bit bigger than the neighborhood, haven't they?
For their abuse and discrimination of fat people.
And the friendly part?
The key point of her studies and her shows was that fat people aren't being given the same rights as average weight people.
Well, that's true. She doesn't have the right to live a full life because she killed herself by being fat.
The battle starts in 5.
That's right.
4. 3,
they don't have the same
2,
rights.
1.
You're right. They want more rights.
All you need to do is capture
They
the
want to
mission
take
area.
up more
Got
space, consume more resources, and then be treated the same. You're right that they don't want the same rights. They want more rights.
That people are rejected housing and even fired from their jobs for being too large.
She got fired from her job for being fat.
Wrote a study titled "I Don't Care About Health," where she claimed.
Looks like the mission area is yours
And she's
to
dead
capture
now, right? PhD. Wow.
Claims that she's always had a sneaking suspicion that despite being morbidly obese, there was actually nothing wrong with her body health-wise. In the
I had a sneaking suspicion there wasn't anything wrong with me. A sneaking suspicion. Well, I mean, that's, hey.
Goodbye.
That's an interesting name for a doctor.
same document, she wanted to convince people that being fat doesn't actually make you unhealthy, but provides...
I love how this is a literal death cult. You guys know this, right? It's a literal fucking death cult.
Supporting evidence for this. However, we have some very strong evidence that went against this claim. Like I said in the introduction, obesity is the biggest cause of death in the USA. The numbers on it are actually staggering too, with almost 3/4 of the American population being obese, and 70 million adults are classed as it. Honestly,
3/4 of American adults were obese?
these numbers should be a wake-up call to change your habits. And I do have a completely free newsletter that I send out every Friday, sharing healthy recipes which are high in protein and low in calories.
I would eat them
I know from
without the
personal
green stuff.
experience how difficult it can be to change your eating habits. And I made this with my good friend Johnny with the goal of teaching as many people as we can to cook nutritious meals. The link is in the description to sign up, or just visit the Fat Loss Kitchen. And again, this is completely free. Now, Kat Pause unfortunately did not change her eating habits and carried on her crusade against society with their abuse and discrimination of fat people. This was all up until 2022.
I don't know how more people, like, why is it that ever, like
these odds.
This is like jumping in a volcano. Like, if you see somebody jump in a volcano, and there's an idea that you'll be reborn as like a phoenix or something, but there's just more people that are jumping in a volcano, nobody's coming out as a bird, wouldn't at some point people realize, like, hey, maybe this is a bad idea, we shouldn't do this anymore? Like, I mean, if you really, like, you see people that are doing this all the time, and they're killing themselves constantly. Wouldn't you think to yourself, maybe this is a bad call?
Agent is 42 years old, living in New Zealand.
Wow.
She passed away in this. She was working as a fat studies academic at a university in New Zealand at the time, and no cause of death was officially given. This would be the same.
Lawrence's work focus on the well-being of overweight people and the effects of spoiled identities. Man, how could something like this happen?
Claim as the next influencer to tragically lose their life. However, his content is less academic and more about food. Waffler69 or Taylor Lejeune was a 33-year-old food TikToker who posted videos of him eating huge and strange meals. His excitable personality, considering he amassed over 1.9 million followers in each of his videos with a million views. Some say he was making more than enough money to support his eating habit, and he needed it. If you take a scroll down his TikTok page, you can see that he must have been spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month on huge meals and strange food items.
Today we're trying cookie liquor. I've got 3 McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. Which one is the best? I've got Lay's Funyun onion flavored rings. I've got creamy pickle snacks that taste like pickle spicy flavor. I got Silverwood's pizza from the new season of Stranger Things. Let's see, what is this frozen pizza? Oh my god.
Although his meals aren't as extreme as Effichan's, and he didn't share his fat positivity views like Pat did, that doesn't mean his health was any better. And you can see that Taylor was massively overweight, and his diet seemed to be
Honestly, you know what's crazy is that this guy looks skinny compared to the other two of them. Like, you have one guy that's like, bro, this guy isn't laying in bed, he is the bed. And then the next one is like, I mean, I don't know, I think she have to go sideways through a door. And like this guy is just like, you know, he's a bit of a pork boy, but like not really. Not like the other one. Oh my god.
In a video uploaded on 3rd of February, he actually
yeah.
shared the screen with his brother, and commenters loved him, even calling them an iconic duo. However, the next time we would see Taylor's brother would be under very different and heartbreaking circumstances.
Hey guys, if anyone's being shared this video from another, or if you just don't know, I'm related to Waffler69, or my brother Taylor. He has passed away around 10 p.m. on January 11th, 2023, from a presumed heart attack. He was rushed to the hospital, and I was an hour and a half later.
The most shocking part is that Taylor's brother revealed that their father and grandfather died from heart failure, and Taylor died from a suspected heart attack. For the most part, Taylor was pretty uncontroversial and didn't make a big fuss about his weight or talk about it much, which is the exact opposite to Brittany Sauer.
Yeah, I mean, for that, I mean, I really can't, I can't really fault the guy or hate the guy that much. I'll be real. It's just kind of sad, but yeah, it sounds like a genetic heart thing. Well, it probably is. It's probably a genetic heart thing that was made worse by, you know, making a career out of eating unhealthy food. So it's like, you know, you're multiplying two negatives against each other, and that's not good.
Her entire personality was based around her weight. Brittany Sauer was another professional TikToker who was 28 years old and lived in Springfield, Tennessee. Her hobbies included mainly gaming, but her biggest hobby was creating videos on TikTok, eating and showing off her body and supposed weight loss journey. Her TikTok account is called Sick and Tired of Waiting, and she posted a following of her
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, boys?
Off a million. But the main interesting part was her account description, which read regaining malleability and life, BED recovery, and type 2 diabetes. Now, although she did like a make joke about being fat, it's the second part of her bio that we should focus on. She said herself that she was in recovery for a binge eating addiction, and genuinely did seem like she was trying to make steps to change. That's sharing her weight loss journey very openly.
Oh my god, I am 41.6 pounds down now. I'm excited. That brings me to 433.6 down from 455.2. And I'm so excited.
I will say that the rate that she lost weight, however, was incredibly slow, as she lost those 20 pounds that she talked about over around 150 days. So it's clear that despite her efforts to eat in a calorie deficit and exercise, it objectively...
Like, no, bro, there's no way. There's no way. If you're that big and you only lose 20 pounds, there's no way.
It wasn't working.
Yeah.
It seems like Brittany herself knew this too, as at the end of 2022 she posted this TikTok, seeming to finally open her eyes as to just how serious her situation was becoming.
I was losing my life with food, binge eating, and lack of self-care. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me. You know, I ain't been to the store in 2 years, maybe more.
Why?
I went to the post office and that was hard. I went to urgent care.
I don't understand how a person, like, whenever you get to the point that you can't walk around because you're so fat that you can't even move your own body, don't you have to, at a certain point, think to yourself, maybe I'm doing something wrong? I feel like it is, like, you really gotta think, like, geez, maybe I'm fucking up here.
Keep going.
Yeah, therefore some of these people do not have a choice and can't put everyone in one basket. I knew a 15-year-old boy who had a genetic condition, died last year. He ran marathons, did cycling, and with his athlete father. Yeah, there are people with genetic conditions, but most of these people's genetic condition is called golden blood. And so that's, I'm not going to hear about, oh yeah, well what about the 3% of them that are actually, you know, victims of like some disorder? And even 3% of them are way less than that. Come on, what are you doing?
You know, like I'm just looking back at the chair and just praying that I could just make it another second.